Well, no impact yet, but as you know, unemployment and employment is a lagging indicator to economic growth. And we just did an employment outlook survey across 44 countries globally. And looking at the UK specifically, the UK is flat quarter to quarter, but now starting to weaken. So employers are saying they're anticipating to hire a little bit less compared to prior years, and I think that's something that you can expect to see going forward.
The airwaves are filled with commentary around a Brexit delay, whether it's going to happen, whether Europeans would support it, what UK lawmakers will do. If there is a delay, what does that uncertainty do for hiring intentions?
I would think most companies have already made contingency plans, so if those contingency plans are extended by another couple of months, I don't think that's going to change their position very much. Of course, if it's a longer extension, now the uncertainty that we have around Brexit is going to carry on for much longer, and that may then well impact their investment plans going forward.
What shifts in sectors are you seeing as a result of Brexit? I mean, how are employment trends changing in the UK? Because the headline number conceals an awful lot of activity below the surface.
It's very interesting. So, of course, healthcare, and you might have seen the news on the the NHS, falling short in terms of their outlook and attracting the 5,000 people they need for this year. Longer term, skill shortages in healthcare is going to be an issue. But what we've seen in the latest research is that the business and financial services sector is clearly weakening. And that has to do with, we believe, a restraint in terms of investment and maybe adding people in other parts of Europe in anticipation of a Brexit decision. So sectors that are primarily dependent on the domestic economy appear to be doing well, automotive being an exception, of course. And then other sectors that are more exposed to international competition, we are seeing a slowdown in those sectors.
The economists would generally describe employment trends as a lagging indicator rather than a leading. This week we had some rather ropey news from FedEx. I think Fitch, big growth downgrade. We've had Sergio Amotti on our own programming in an exclusive with CNBC saying worst quarter probably ever for that bank. How worried do we need to be that going forward that we may actually have just seen the peak in employment trends for this cycle?
I think if you look at all of the various data points, be it PMI, other sources as the ones you cite, it's very clear that we're in a slowing growth environment in the UK, in Europe, as well as globally. You've seen some of the Fed decisions earlier. You just talked about the Swiss National Bank holding the rates. The Fed is holding the rates. So I think it's very clear that it's a slowing growth environment. What's less clear is whether this is the beginning of a downturn. But we are under the specter of unilateralism, protectionism, and populism, and all of those add a great deal of uncertainty, in our view, can tilt it one way or the other.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.